Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. For this video, I'm going to show you guys some jewelry that I found at a church rummage sale. Now, I've done a couple other videos like this, and I had a really good response from you guys. A lot of you did not think about doing this. So, and the other two videos, one I filmed was for thrift stores, where I've gone to thrift stores and I've bought beaded items. And by the way, beads are on everything. It's incredible the things that I have bought that had beads on them, and I took them apart for their beads and I remade the stuff into jewelry. So I have found things like picture frames, candle holders, shirts, dresses, skirts. I've found doilies, placemats, hats, scarves. It's just endless. Shoes, did I say that yet? There really is beads on everything. So anyways, I go to thrift stores and I buy stuff like this. A lot of the things are damaged, so nobody else wants them, so I can get them really cheap, and I take them apart for their beads. And I think I did another video where I went to yard sales and I found beaded items, and I showed you guys the stuff in that video. So for this video, I went to a church rummage sale, which is actually better than a thrift store or a yard sale because things are marked down cheaper. You find really rare, unique things, and also you find collectible stuff. One time I went to a church rummage sale. This was like maybe 10 years ago, and there was this room that they had just set up for jewelry, and there were so many people in there and they were grabbing stuff up, and I went in there and I found this gold bangle. It was a bamboo style bangle, opened, had a hinge on it, and it was pretty dark in there, and I just grabbed some things I like and I bought it and left. And when I came home, I ended up discovering that I paid 50 cents for a 14 karat gold bangle. It was real gold, it was not plated, and it ended up being worth like $300 or $400, and I gave it to my mom. So that was an unbelievable find, and that will probably never happen again. So for this video, I'm going to show you guys the things that I found. There was a lot there, but I didn't get a lot. I just got a few things that I was interested in. And by the way, whenever you go to sales like this and you're junk picking, you have to take a buddy. You can't go alone, because when you take a buddy, it's like double the power of finding awesome things. So my sister, she found this bracelet, which she wants me to remake for her. It's actually stretched out. It's made by Fossil. There's a tag on here somewhere. Right here. It's made by Fossil, which I've mostly known for making purses, but I guess they make jewelry accessories too. So anyways, some of these rhinestones on here have popped out. See that one there? So I'm gonna have to go through it and get all the ones that have popped out. There's another one. And restring all these, but it's pretty heavy. I can't believe how much it weighs. It is a really cool bracelet, and these are actual glass rhinestones in there. So I have to redo that. And then this is the first piece I found that I really loved. It has check leaf beads in it, which are expensive beads to buy. If you make my beaded flowers, you know about my flower obsession. They're really pretty. And these brelets here, they're not check, they're just regular glass, and I could tell that by the sides. See how the sides of the bead are rough? Check's very smooth, and it doesn't have rough marks like that, so I could tell they're just regular faceted glass. And then down here, there is a lampwork pendant, and I love these twisted lampwork beads here. Those are really cute. And all of the seed beads in this are check. I could tell that because they have that round donut shape to them. They're opaque purple luster. That's their color, and I don't have this size in this color in my stash, so even though there's very little on here, I will be able to use them for something. And there's also these rectangle beads in here. These aren't check. I don't know what they are, but I do believe they are a kind of seed bead. It's like in the bugle bead family. And the clasp on this, even though it's tarnished, it's really cool looking. And I think the more that it tarnishes, it'll be like antique bronze look, and it'll probably look even cooler. So that's neat. I really like that piece. And I also found this here, which has to be vintage or antique. It's really cool. This pendant is amazing. It has aged so gracefully. It's really pretty, and I am thinking that I'm missing a stone right here, which is not a big deal, and actually I could totally see using this for a bracelet because this could be another connection point. If you flip it over, see how the stones are glued there on the sides, so that's what makes me think that it fell off. But this would look really cool in a bracelet. And actually, if I wanted to, I could pop off another stone, like this one over here, and I can make a slave bracelet. You know the slave bracelets where it's like this, you have the bracelet going around here, and then there's a chain or beaded links that go down here and it wraps around your finger. So I could do something like that with that piece. But the rest of this is all made with Czech 6.0 seed beads. And these are 6mm Czech fire polish beads in solid white, which I've never seen before. I've never seen solid white Czech fire polish beads in this size. I think I actually do have some in 3mm, but I've never seen them in that big size there. And I like how the extender chain is on this. I've seen some really neat vintage antique pieces that have cute little detailed designs like that. I like the extender, that's cute. And then I found this here. This is an agate. I think that I will cut it off here and do something else with it. It's a really pretty stone. It actually needs to be cleaned. It's a little dirty. And then I found this necklace, which I have some of these gemstone beads. I don't know what they're called. I do have a book that was given to me by a viewer that has the names of gemstones, so I need to go through there and look at it. But it's like a really pale blue. It's almost like granite. And it has like quartz in it. I think that's what that is. And specks of black. This is a really chunky pendant. And like I said, everything was marked $1 each, but when I grabbed it all up and went to the lady, she's like, just give me $7 for it all. So I actually saved $3. I think that these black beads are plastic. Yeah, because they have a seam on them. That is one way how you could tell if something is a plastic bead or not. It'll have a seam on it. And beads that are acrylic don't really tend to have seams. They're seamless all the way around. Have you ever noticed that? And then these here are bugle beads. And they are the longest bugle beads ever. I swear. They're like 1 inch long. And they're AB matte teal bugles. And they're really fragile. I don't know if you've realized that, but the longer the bugle bead is, the more likely it will break. And this is a handmade necklace, and look at how they finished it. They have a lobster on one side and a spring ring clasp on the other. Kind of funny. And then we have this here. I left the jewelry section and I found this chime that someone made, and all the beads are like really nice. There's Chinese faceted glass rondelles. There's crystal quartz here, faceted glass. This white one is an acrylic. No, it's plastic. There's a seam on it. See that right there? And there's the little dot where they like pour it into a mold. And this is another gemstone. I don't know what that one is. I've never seen that one before. And I do wonder if this is a Czech druck. And then we have cat's eye beads. They're also called fiber optic beads. And there's some Czech seed beads. And this really cool bead here at the end. It's like a disco bead. Anyways, there's 4 strands on here. So I'm going to take this apart. And we use that for the beads. And then I found this necklace that has mostly lampwork beads on it. And I was just playing with it, and I broke the clasp. But that's fine, because I'm going to take it apart. But these right here are so pretty. I don't know how well this color is showing up on camera, but it's a really beautiful lampwork bead. And there's the clasp that I broke. And then these lampwork beads are beautiful. Really pretty blue. And then there's seed beads. Silver lined gold, and there's turquoise seed beads. And I was kind of wondering if this is supposed to be braided, because you know how I've done it before in a video, but like a necklace like this, you can braid it. You just, you know, separate the beads and you start braiding it, and you just let the end flip and flop all around down there, and you'll pull it down and it'll actually keep the braid in it. It's cool. But yeah, I will take this apart and redo it. The clasp is broken on it. And I just love those lampwork beads. And this piece here is an awesome find. I think this might be the best find that I got. This necklace. And when I got it, I'm like, wow, that's loaded. There's a lot of stuff in here. And it's actually made with bone beads, which I don't think they make jewelry with anymore. I don't know. When's the last time you've gone to like the mall and found jewelry made with real bone beads? I've only been able to find things like this at thrift stores, yard sales, church rummage sales. Used old stuff. So these here are bone and they're painted. And these here are bone. I could tell that they're bone because if they were acrylic, they would be perfectly round and you wouldn't see the flaws in them. So like this one here, see that? See the little holes in there? That is a bone bead. So cool. I wonder what animal it's from. It's really neat. I love tribal stuff like this. It's very inspirational to me. I don't think I have the heart to take this one apart. I will probably hold on to it and maybe wear it a few times, and I don't know, I'll see what I do with it, but I don't know if I want to take it apart. It's really cool. And because of the colors, I can wear it with so many pieces. And then there is this bag here that I got. It's marked for $3, but I feel like I got this for free because, like I said, I think it was $10 worth of stuff, and I went to the lady and she says, just give me $7 for everything. So this here is a bracelet, and it's made with all lampwork beads. These are actually, I think these are called vintage Venetian. No. It's Venetian lampwork glass. Oh gosh, there was this PDF file that I downloaded from somewhere that talked about this bead here. There's a silver foil in it. I think it's a Venetian glass or something. It's not, I'm like getting it confused with vintage Venetian seed beads, but I want to say this is like a Venetian lampwork glass bead, something like that. Anyways, it's very pretty, and as you know, I love to work with turquoise. Blue is my favorite color, and there's some pretty beads in here. And this bead here is not metal. It's actually an acrylic bead that has silver plating on it. And I collect beads like this. I love them. They're so fancy. And I actually find that the acrylic beads that have the metallic finish on them are better quality than the actual metal beads because they just seem to last longer. They don't tarnish as quick as the metal ones. And then I got this huge necklace here. This has a mixture. There is wooden beads. These are like 5mm turquoise wooden beads. There is, it's all tangled up. So there's 3 strands of, no, 4 or 3. 3 strands of wooden beads. And then the shell, which is the main reason why I got this. There's a lot of shell beads on here. I have used these a few times in my tutorials. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, I did a bangle, a gemstone chip bangle with them, I think. Didn't I? I'll have to go back and look through my pictures. And if I find it, I'll put a picture up for you guys. And then this strand here, I thought was glass at first. But now that I have it, I think that they are acrylic. Yeah. So there's no seam on them. There's no seam on the side. And that makes me believe that they are acrylic. And then the closure here has 2 long bead cones. And it's pretty cool. I'm going to take it apart and remake something with it. So after I got this, I'm going to show you guys 2 more finds that I got. It's not jewelry related, but I've shown you guys in one of my recent videos where I was showing you, I think it was like a tour of my bead room or something I did. Anyways, I collect milk glass. And I found 2 pieces that I couldn't believe that I found, and they're in really good shape. One of the pieces I actually wanted to buy a long time ago, and I didn't, and I was just walking through the place, and it stood out like a sore thumb. I couldn't believe I found it. So anyways, this piece here is a milk glass decanter. I think this is for perfume or for bath soap. And just to find this is awesome, but to find the piece with the cork is just unbelievable. And this was $1. And I want to say that it's made by Fenton because it has the hobnail on it. I need to do research on it, but I was really excited to find that piece. And the next piece is a Jim Beam bottle. This bottle here is actually jadeite, and I think they also call it slag because it has a two-tone mixture here in the glass. And I think this is from, I need to go back and do research, but I think it's from the 70s. It had alcohol in it, and there was actually some label left on it, which if it had the label completely intact, it would have been worth about $50–40 for this. But it just had like the sticky residue left, so it didn't have the entire label. But I'm okay with that because I really just wanted it for its beauty. I didn't have to have the label on it, but I couldn't believe that I found these 2 pieces. And to find both of them with the tops, and look, it still has the cork on it. How cool is that? So this is all my finds. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go look for some church rummage sales. It seems like they're always at the beginning of the year for some reason. It's like once a year that I see them, and that's not very often. This is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and make sure you click the bell button so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And go check me out on my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.